Good morning. It's Randall Meek. I'm in the Philippines today, and I've been here about a little over a month, and so just trying to get some thoughts together on my thoughts so far on the Philippines. I missed it. Cat jumped through the window. So anyway. It's morning, it's a little bit before 6. I'm gonna have to jump off here in a second because the Pandesal guy is gonna be by in a minute. He's gonna bring a little bit of bread like he does every morning, and it cost me 20 pesos. And I'll go get a little bit of bread for breakfast, fresh baked. It's still warm when we get it, so that's good. I like Pandesal. I'm in Iloilo City, actually outside a little town called Pavia, a beautiful little town, small town. If you grew up in America and you grew up in a small town, it's kind of what it reminds me of. Friendly people, small town environment. It's a slow pace of life here. But to me, I mean, I've been in a lot of different places in the Philippines. Not knocking the Ilonggo Pandesal here, but in Pampanga it's a little better, I think, than it is here. But it's still good. It's still really good. It's a Filipino tradition. So yeah, I've been here a little over a month, and I'll have to say I've enjoyed it. But you know, if you come and you spend a week, that's one thing. If you spend a couple of weeks, that may be a little bit more. I think the longest I've ever stayed was 5 weeks one time, and I was kind of ready to come home. I think my experience so far this time, you know, we've got our house built here, so it's an entirely different experience. But it's a transitional process that you go through. I mean, everything is not the same here as it is where you're at, wherever you're at, unless you're in the Philippines, you know. There's just no way to explain it all. If you can hear in the background, there's roosters crowing. I'm up on the 3rd floor of our house, like an open air patio, and every morning you hear the birds chirping, you hear the, hold on, I'm waiting for the Pandesal guy. You hear the birds chirping and you hear the roosters crowing, and a lot of dogs around here. A lot of dogs barking. You can get up at 2 a.m. and you'll hear dogs barking. It's just part of it. I mean, but what I find is that stuff starts to fade away a little bit in the background. You don't notice it quite as much. Like anything else, you know, if you've ever lived close to a train, which I never really have, but I've been around people that live right close to the train tracks before, and, you know, they say they don't even notice it. So it does the noise kind of fades into the background. There's a lot of music here played, you know, but they've enacted some rules and some laws in the last few years where past 10 o'clock, pretty much, your music and stuff's over. You know, so you can go to sleep and you can sleep in peace. So anyway, but yeah, so far I've enjoyed it. Everything's not perfect. It's really hot sometimes, especially this time of year. I looked it up yesterday, and April is considered to be the hottest month of the year here in the province where I'm at. But it doesn't get a lot cooler anywhere else. It's you know, it's going to be around 93 today, low of about 77, high of 80 or of 93. So, you know, that's your everyday, and that's one thing that is kind of cool about here. It is consistent. You know what to expect every day. I live my place in Missouri. You know, the darkness moves every day a little bit. You know, it's a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes difference every day. And in the wintertime, it's dark by 5 o'clock. Well, by 5:30 to 6 here, it gets dark every day. Doesn't vary hardly at all. You can count on the rainy season coming, and it's supposed to be technically in May through sometime in August. And I do like that time of year, but it's pretty predictable. It's going to be here, and not a lot of surprises here. But the heat, the heat probably is the biggest thing for me. The heat, it will get to you if you let it. And right now, they're still under mask mandates here in the Philippines. And I've got this big beard, and not big, but I've got a beard, and it's pretty hot if you got to put a mask on. It's pretty hot. So yeah, putting that thing on and being 90-something degrees outside, if you don't have a shady spot or a place you can get out of it where you can find an electric fan, it can kind of get next to you. It really can. But on the positive side, I get up every day. It seems like I get up earlier here. I got up at 4 this morning. I get up here a lot earlier than I do at home. I don't really know why. The sun's coming up right now, and I've been up almost 2 hours. But one thing I like about it is, again, the predictability. And I'm retired, so I really don't have to work. Well, I don't have to work. And I choose to do what I choose to do. I'll walk to town, which is about a 15-minute walk to the plaza here in Pavia. You can go into the market. I can buy bananas. I can buy whatever I want to buy, eggs, whatever I need for the house, basically for the groceries. I can buy at the palenque, or the market, what they call it here, the palenque. And I see people every day, the same people selling fish on the side of the road. Sell a little bakery I walk by every day. There's a little hamburger place. I've never used it, but I've never bought anything there. But people are there every day. You say hi to them. People sitting on their porch. Good example right there. You can hear a dog barking. But I didn't even think about it till I was on video. But yeah, the slow pace of life. I mean, I've got a few things to do each day, but they're all of my choosing. So, I don't have to, I have no schedule. My schedule is my schedule. And lately I basically walk to town in the morning, come home, relax, probably take a shower because it's been a little bit warm. And sometimes you take 2 to 3 showers a day. I do here because I just don't want to get, I don't like being sweaty all the time. I'm from the Midwest. It's just not like that all. In summertime it's hot in the Midwest, but this is like summertime all year round. So yeah, then I'll come home and take a shower and kind of get with the family and see what's going to happen today. Everybody's got their stuff to do. Life goes on, and so I'll kind of check our groceries and check. I like to cook, so I'm interested in what we're going to have to eat that day and at night. And a lot of times at night I'll get out on the little barbecue grill and we'll roast a chicken or some fish. That's the thing here. If you boy, the dogs are barking. You can buy fresh food here. You can buy all kinds of fresh vegetables and fish, and chicken is not very far away from the production, so you can really buy fresh food here. And it's cheap, super cheap. Basically we have our house here. We built it over the last, I would say, 3 years. Mostly during the pandemic it was already done, but we had some tile laid and things like that. We did that while we were in the United States. So yeah, I mean, our expenses here are very reasonable. I figure for a couple $100 a week, I can spend, that really goes far here. Buy all the food for you, I mean, but we've got a whole family here, but her family lives downstairs and they all work, so they don't ask for a lot of money. But yeah, that's my, that's my experience so far. I'm enjoying it, I have to say. We looked at property this past weekend. Looked at quite a bit of property. Looked at property on an island with some mango trees and some with some coconut trees. That's my experience so far. Yeah, I'll just keep trying to update you on what's going on and maybe show you some pictures, video of the house and what we did here. And that's life in the Philippines. So if you like the content, please subscribe. I think only 16 subscribers. I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel, but please subscribe, like the video. That helps spread it out around throughout YouTube. And I appreciate if you watch the video to this point, you know, and you have a question about being here, ask me. Go down to the comment section right now and just ask your question, you know, and I'll try to give you the best answer that I can. So anyway, that's all for now, and I'm gonna get off here and go down and get my Pandasol. So have a great day.